being Thursday makes it Open Mic Thursday. For those of you who are probably new to this segment of the Morning Express, on Mainland Focus, what we do is we allow you the opportunity to speak on a select amount of stories. But Thursday, there's a little more liberty granted to you. You don't have to talk about the stories that we select. If anything, you're allowed to pick the stories that are of interest to you. You have 2 minutes to talk about those stories. And if you would like to refer back to some of the stories we analyzed during trends in the papers, you have every opportunity to do so. Fᴜᴜᴜ will be joining us as well so that we can get his focus for the day. 2 minutes is the time allotted to each caller, and you can reach us via the various means that we have made available to you. You can either decide to call directly into the studio with the phone line 0913 6000-410. Again, 0913 6000-410. We also have our WhatsApp platform active. We have text messages as well. You can send your message either via WhatsApp or via text to the number 0913 6000-430. The difference between the call number and the WhatsApp number is the 430. For calling is 410. For text is 430. 0913 6000-430. We're also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. You can drop your submissions via the live chat option. A lot of people dropped messages during trends in the papers. I'll read those messages before we go and take the new messages that we get on Mainland Focus. So please go to our Facebook platform and join the streaming. Mainland 98.3 FM. Let's get straight into the conversation for today and start by taking Fᴜᴜ's focus of the day. Welcome back, Fᴜᴜ. Good morning again.
Yeah, good morning, Phil.
Yes.
I have 3 issues to quickly address, and I'll make it very fast.
Okay.
The first one, of course, is the positive report we are getting with the performance of the naira against the dollar. And I think what we can continue to talk about now is some level of consistency. It's still a long walk, really, for us to get to where we want to get to. Again, if you look at the fact that this government came in when the naira was around just a little less than 800 naira to the dollar, and that's almost like 100% appreciation thing. So now that exchanging for around 1,400 in the parallel market, we hope that the more sustainable monetary and fiscal policy has been done now. Would happen from the 𝐴 to ensure that the naira firms up better against the dollar. There's no reason why we can't go back to at least where the government took it from, if you understand what I'm saying. But like I said earlier in the morning stage, other factors that would put us on that proper standing to continue to firm up the naira against other foreign currencies are not necessarily the immediate mandate of the CBN. It will now require the collective effort of government to do that. You know, the dedication to diversifying the economy. We need to also look at energy sufficiency. We need to look at the agricultural sector. Our farmers are not able to go to farm. There was a damning report on how farmers are being killed in the Punch newspaper of yesterday. So that's things we need to look at. The extractive industry is still all about talk without any action. You understand what I'm saying? So the potentials are there for us, really, to be that nation that will be celebrated as one of the most developed and most advanced with stable currencies in the world. But it will require a lot of hard work. We'll have to fold our sleeves, buckle our shoes, and ensure we do the hard work. You know, the reality is that monetary policies will only take us as far as maybe just stabilizing the sector. You understand? But when we really want to achieve big things when it comes to selling up the naira against other foreign currencies, we'll have to do the hard work. So, but again, it is commendable that at least we can see a bit of a departure from the initially led CBN that was so chaotic, still with all manner of fraudulent practices and what have you. I think there's a new direction now, but we can't celebrate. It's too early to celebrate until we see that consistency before we continue to now celebrate all of that. The other issue is the issue of student loans. The devil is in the detail. There are still a lot of questions from this student loan arrangement. For example, if you're saying there's no cap, it means that it's open to everybody and anybody. Nigerians will go for a lot of Nigerians will go for what they don't even need. So the question of funding will now come in. Can we fund the barrage of applications that will come? Because if there's no cap to who should come and apply, everybody will want to apply naturally, if you understand what I'm saying. Because it's loan. You understand? So A lot of questions that still need to be answered. And then the student loan should not now be an excuse for government to answer the funding of tertiary education in Nigeria, because we still need serious investment in tertiary education. The funding has to still come. Every funding particularly, it should even be a priority. Yes, as we look at security, as we look at the economy, education is also key, because the people we produce from our tertiary institutions, the engineers, the scientists, the doctors, you understand, are the people that will now drive the economy we're trying to build. Are we going to go and import people to come and run our economy? We have to build the future of the nation by also ensuring that we produce quality graduates at different fields of learning to drive and, of course, sustain whatever we're trying to build now. So, I believe that if the government commits to it, we can actually fund, get free education done at all levels. It's about priority. All of these SUV buying, all of this innovation of buildings, and all the wasteful spending you're saying, if started into education, we'll eventually see the result in the future. So, but again, it's a good one that the conversation is getting clearer. We are beginning to understand the mind of government on student loans, but still a lot of questions hanging around this idea of student loan. And then the final one is what is happening in Mainland Delta. Again, my appeal to the military authorities is to ensure that the rules of engagement are respected completely. Innocent, people who live in this community should be protected while they go after the criminals. From the report we are getting, I think they have an idea as to who committed this crime, those that committed this crime, and they should go after the criminals while protecting the rights of people who are, innocent of the crime that have been committed.
All right. Well, many thanks, Fuad, for your analysis. We appreciate you. Now the phone lines are open: 0913 6000 410. WhatsApp text message 0913 6000 430. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Mainland 98.3 FM. Facebook, facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM. Any way you find easier to connect with us on Facebook, you can choose that part. Let me take the backlog of messages we got on Facebook during trends in the papers. On Tᴜɪ̀ᴛᴛᴇʀ Michael says, my worry is on the student loan scheme, where beneficiaries will not be compelled to pay at a particular time frame. Will this not end up like the trader loan scheme? Also, what are we producing or exporting that is now making the naira to appreciate, and would it be sustainable? God bless Nigeria. Well, Tᴜɪ̀ᴛᴛᴇʀ Michael, we're able to clear the forex backlog that we're owing about $7 billion. Olayemi Cardoso and his team were able to clear that backlog. They've also been clamping down on speculators, amongst other things. So it's a series of initiatives that were initiated by the CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso and his team. These are the effect of all of those initiatives. That's what happened. Prince Sholashodeke on Facebook says, good morning. On Labour Party and the Labour Congress imbroglio, the rat race for 2027 has started. The masters are toying with another idea after their Papa stuff failed. PDP and Labour will have the moles within to contend with more than the opposition without. Judicial arm too should be allowed to fix what they think is okay for them, since the executive and legislative arms have same privilege. Government should think about other people like doctors and academias to balance the equation and slow down the ugly trend of brain drain. If you live in the affected Niger Delta towns and you're a young man that is not involved, you should run. We also have here, good morning, Madam Sage. The president should understand that everyone is underpaid in Nigeria and not just the judiciary. Focusing on the judiciary welfare alone would amount to just raising suspicion on his political interest. What of the professors, engineers, scientists, etc.? Everyone can think corruption when poorly paid and not just the judiciary. A message from Olumoyiwa. Okay, someone is complaining that I'm interrupting Fuad. I'm so sorry, Daddy. Forgive me. I'll do better. Okay, we have let me go back to taking phone calls and then we check the messages that we have on Facebook moving forward. Hello, good morning to you. Hello. Okay, call us back. Hello, good morning. Good morning. I'm so sorry, you're going to have to call us back. I cannot hear a word. Please call us back if that's you, all right. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Mr. Peter, a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, wherever you are.
Yes, morning.
Yes, I want to key into what Fuad said, because I'm so concerned about the innocent and the vulnerable in the Niger Delta, Okoma. I want to beg the military that These 2 wrongs of nature, we have been over. Nothing for us. Are supposed to give us the other side of the story. We are not allowed to enter the place. Because how now do we only concentrate on the report from the military, What about the report from the other people? That's why I want to join my voice in asking for independent and possibly international investigation. Let us get an organization that will not be biased. So go in and investigate this thing. Let us hear also from the other side, because there will be no smoke without fire. Please, that is just my end. And again, please, the military are coming the Greeks to look for this. That's very interesting. And I think the Greeks are more difficult terrain than the forest. Can we now say, after this, unfortunately we've lost these gallant soldiers, then we still have some soldiers that will be tomorrow in the camp of the terrorists in the north. These 287 people, including children, men and women, and some of them will be soldiers tomorrow to replace the Colonel Ali and the others. The people have given us 20 days to kill these children, and it's still counting. Can the military also redirect their effort, their courage, their move to go into those forests and rescue these children for us, and the youth corpus of last year, and the women use the same force, please, and go to the Sambisa forest and bring back the Chibok girls. It's actually in the Bayelsa Creek. So please, this morning, bring in independent investigators and go also to the north and bring back our children who will be sorry tomorrow. Thank you. That's my take this morning.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter, for calling. Bless you too. Hello.
Good morning to you, Babalola.
Good morning to you, sir.
My name is Prince Wife, greeting you from Amuwodo.
Good morning, Princess.
Very good morning to you.
Thank you.
Okay. This morning, I'm very happy with what's going on in Central Bank. Our Naira is improving. This one is tracking. You just show this one, and maybe it's getting it right now. And that money that took off the fact I commended it must continue. One Naira to get improved day by day. That's for that. Secondly, the education the part of the National Assembly. I want to commend Mr. President in his presence for taking it to the National Assembly. I want to commend the National Assembly for passing the bill at a very right time. So it is good. Education for the children of the poor must be taken important. Everybody must be educated in this country, and it must be compulsory. Even though the primary to secondary school to be compulsory, we are not a law that anybody vote one thing around 9 o'clock or the person selling working to be arrested inside their family. Education is very important because it is when you are educated, it's a life. Nobody will cheat you. Not necessarily means you be at the helm of Asia, but practically we know your right, your left from right. So this part I really commend, and the implementation will be fully implemented to the satisfaction of majority of the poor.
Good morning, thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, Sheikh.
Yes, morning, sir.
Good morning,
welcome.
My greetings to sir.
Yes.
Right. On the issue of Naira appreciation, it's kudos to say Central Bank Governor. More grace to Excelbo. Nigeria is a blessed country. We still we want our Naira to be more appreciated. So we still want more from him. That is on that. And at the same time, stability, consistency is very key. On the issue of kudos to our President Atiwaju Bola Tinubu, giving the slain soldiers killed in desert, the land that is going to give them a state burial. That's the welcome idea. And at the same time, the military should go to the perpetrators, the militants who caused this. And at the same time, because the community leader is not going to be exonerated because this is an ongoing issue. There's no smoke without fire. They have to, they're all involved. The community leaders, they should go into the nitty-gritty of the issue. And all the people concerned to be, to be arrested. Let me talk on the open grace issue. Open grace issue, a developed country, has to have a secluded area It's so barbaric when you have a crop. It's also called headers because of their business. They're spoiling their crop, and they're losing people's life. So I'm appealing to the government and the state government to create a sectional area for the headers, and then the header comes outside that place, so we get prosecuted or arrested. So it is very, very important. And at the same time, let me talk about the student loan. The student loan, I'm appealing to the government of the day not to rush themselves. There's a lot of things on the ground. Let us have a good environment. Make our environment enabling. They have problem with the payment, with the hassle, with the security. That when the family is not working, they cannot rush everything. Let the student loan be video. Let them have concrete on an enabling environment first before you're involving themselves in the student loan. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Hello. All right, please make it back if you can. Let me go back to Facebook for a bit. I'll take WhatsApp messages as well before I go back to the phones. As Steve Uyi on Facebook says, good morning, guys. Thanks for the good job. Please, the military should stop demolition of innocent homes in Delta State. They should go after the militant group that killed the officers. The military authority should be drawn to the way OP Mesa collects money from all bike men and keke in Lagos. The day they will have issues with those guys and something wrong happens, they will now start to retaliate and injure people around the park. I don't know why the military should be collecting money from parks. I've seen them doing this and it reduces the respect that people have for the military authority. They should please take note. Steve from Lagos, thank you very much, Steve, for your message. Issa Benjamin on Facebook says, good morning, Mainland FM. The insecurity problem in Nigeria will be difficult to solve if the list of sponsors of terrorists are not brought to book. I expect the DSS to start picking them one after the other for serious interrogation. If they find it difficult to get them, it's not that difficult. Sheikh Gumi is available and he can start mentioning them. Who is deceiving who here? The federal government keeps telling us they're paying subsidy on electricity. The masses are not seeing it. Who does that? Let the government tell us the people collecting electricity subsidy so that the Nigerian masses can face them. The NLC should know that Labour Party is different from Nigeria Labour Congress. The NLC president should face his job as NLC president and leave the Labour Party alone to run as a political party. If he has interest to becoming the Labour Party chairman, then let him resign as NLC president. He can't be here and there. Benjamin from Shogunle. Benjamin, thank you very much for your message. You can keep the messages coming in. We are streaming live on Facebook for Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook or facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM. I'll go back to the phone calls, take about 3 calls, and then I'll check WhatsApp for the messages that we've gotten so far. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning. This is Olaiwola.
Welcome.
Yeah. The thing I said this morning is that this thing that is happening in Niger Delta is not the first time. It happened in Benue in Zakibian. And that Zakibian that time, even it's not about the Zakibian, because the chief of army staff that time is from the Zakibian. It's from one time go, and he have army tank at him. But Obasanjo did not stop him to destroy the village. He still destroyed the village. And that is why the government, because of the soldier involved now, because they are destroying that area, that community, that is why they don't want any journalists to cover that area. And I am assured you that even if they allow a journalist to visit that town back, it will not remain the way the village remains. And I'm assured you that. And this is the issue here, where my problem is. Because when I asked Mr. Kwadada, he said it's the constitutional right they are deploying to that place for peacekeeping. And we are only talking about this because the former governor of Lagos State, Lateef Jakonde, he make a solution to land dispute between the community and the second community. Any land that they have, let the federal government or the state government take in charge of it and creating a development within that area. So he stop all this killing or fighting with the one community to another, doing this one. That is the only solution that can provide, because all the communities that have a neighbor to themselves, they only have the issue of this fighting 24/7. Even it's not only that place, even different villages. It happened in Osun there almost 6 months ago. Again, it happened there and they just circulate that around that people or you will decide. They do it there in that Osun state. So that is where I'm always saying that any land that has a let the state government take in charge of it and creating a government institution with that place. And make it a problem to you, so all the problem will be settled for once.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Olaiwola, for calling. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
My name is Robert.
All right, welcome, Mr. Robert.
This issue of Niger Delta killing of soldiers, I commiserate with them just like other Nigerians. But it is wrong for somebody to begin to arrive at a conclusion. You understand? The other day, Akpabio said those guys that perpetrated this act might be machineries. And Nigeria bans against him. I want to ask, those Fulani herdsmen that come from the north to kill the South here, are they not from other zones? They are no Satanans. Even in Lagos here, that have lived for how many years, those agberos and thugs that they maltreated people during the election, many of them are not negotiable. They came from Ibadan, another Yoruba nation.
All right. I think it's time for you to go. Thank you very much for your call. We appreciate you. Hello. Hello. Hello. All right. Please try to make it that back if that was you. Actually, I should not just let that go. Please, let's be very careful. Were you there? What do you mean those who attacked people in Lagos came from Yoruba nation? They came from Ibadan. It's just, can we please stop ethnicizing crime? Crime is crime. It's peculiar to the individual. It has nothing to do with where they are from, their religious beliefs, their ethnicity. It doesn't have anything to do with all of that. Crime is crime. People perpetrate crime. So can we stop tribalizing and ethnicizing crime? It's ridiculous that in this present day and age, with all the information made available to us, with all of the social development that is available to us, we still form thought processes that are as questionable as this one. Please, let's do better. All right, especially when we're speaking on public platforms. Thank you very much for your understanding. Let me take another phone call. Hello. Hello. Okay, maybe try to make it back. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'll still try to keep taking the phone calls. Good morning to you. Okay, can you speak up, please? We're having a hard time hearing you. Actually, no. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead, please.
Okay, yes, on the military casualties at better state, it's quite unfortunate as I think. At the same time, I think that the law now is that the police to take over that state. It's not the military. Yes, it has to do with it. It's not the military. So if they have to take the police for investigation, they are the ones that are allowed by the law. Take care of such situation. If not, the political damage they will cause at the end of the day will be more than what we inflicted. So we have to behave as if we are in a civilized environment. We are not in a banana island. Or you can give the military, they will overshoot their boundaries and cause damages to those who are not involved with this crime. As one military officer said, they are even damaging the evidence of getting to the root of the whole getting the public arrested. For sure, if somebody who commits a crime will surely leave that discipline immediately. But they could have even sought information from the local instead of killing them or destroying their house. Quite unfortunate. And this country, I don't know what is debating in, and the government, they are busy adding money to people. Justice money and the judicial. Yes, good and fine. At the same time, they do that. The NLC workers, they are still fighting for 30,000 naira in 1 week. They're looking at that angle. The National Assembly is not looking at that angle. Look at the speed for which in that particular place. I'm not against it. Yes, the judicial officer did it well implemented so that they will not enter into crime. It's something with other workers. Corruption is going on in every facet of the economy, every side of the government sector. Due to the fact that the money that they take is not helping them to take care of the family. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Sage.
Yes, morning to you, sir.
Joe from Bariga.
Welcome.
Sage, I'm looking to this angle. What is our children in the bush? What are they still doing in the bush? Because what I'm saying now, assuming this thing happened in the east or south or east, or wherever in the south, you will see python crocodile, you will see python this, python dance, python this. They will enter the bush and come the bush and get the children back. So what is actually happening each time they carry our children away like this? What is actually happening? They can never return back again. Why is this like what is happening in the north there? What is actually happening in the north? what is actually happening, there is disease that big people that are involved, or politicians are involved. I don't want to accuse everybody, but it is getting too much in the north. You take their children away and they will not come back again. And you talk story. We'll talk the story now. The stories will soon finish. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you for calling. 0913-6000-410 is the phone line. WhatsApp 0913-6000-430. This is Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. We're streaming live on Facebook, so please do well to join us on Facebook. Drop your messages on there. We'll be more than excited to read the messages that you have left. I have read a couple of messages on Facebook, so please, if you're unable to connect with us via the phone, maybe there's traffic on the line, just go to Facebook, leave your message, and I will read it. This is Open Mic Thursday on Mainland 98.3 FM. It's Mainland Focus actually, but then it's Open Mic Thursday. That means that you can talk about any story that you like, whether it's new, whether it's developing, whether you want to be fair to the papers or draw our attention to a story that the papers probably did not capture on the front page today. As long as there's verifiable information, there's factual evidence to that story, by all means call us, take advantage of the 2 minutes allotted to each caller and draw our attention to that story. The phone line again, 0913-6000-410. I'm going back to the phone lines now. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
Madam Missy.
Welcome, Madam Ify. How are you?
Well, that guy that just called Joe from Barika, may God bless you. In fact, that's what I was just sitting down here and saying, what is happening to our children and their teachers? Children of 5, 6, 7 years in the bush. If I thought they're in the bush, what 278 pupils and their teachers doing? Who is feeding them? When a bag of rice is 90,000, a bag of maybe zero is 100 and something. Who is giving them food in the bush? And the government, this is the 14th day, 2 weeks inside bush, and we have a government. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Ify. Thank you so very much for your call. I'm trying to take the messages that we've gotten on WhatsApp, and I'm going to do that before we go back to the phone line. Okay, we have here, Sage, I greet you exclusively. I want the NLC chairman, Joe Ajero, and the Labour Party national chairman, Abre, to remember that His Excellency Peter Obi is the reason for fame and prominence that the Labour Party is enjoying today. I dare say that if Peter Obi pulls out from Labour Party and the obedient movement follows him, then the Labour Party will become carcass. Joe Ajero should face his mandate as the NLC chairman and fight for the Labour Union and the Nigerian masses. He should desist from interfering with the Labour Party leadership structure. If he wants to focus on party politics, then he should come out clean and resign his position. We, the obedience, will not tolerate impunity. We're waiting for Peter Obi to give us a direction to follow. James Ogbonna from Oshodi. All right, James, thank you very much for your message. We have another one here. Pardon me, excuse me. Let me take this particular message. We have, good morning, Fuad and Sage. I just want to commend you guys for being unbiased in your reportage. More interestingly, the way and humorous manner that Sage and Sandra used to bring the issues to the fore, especially when teasing Fuad. God bless Mainland crew and management. Michael from Songwater. Michael, thank you so much. We're glad that we're able to serve you in the way that you appreciate. We have, good morning, Mainland FM. My name is WģŠᴜnsAᴘᴘ from Jakonde Estate, Solo. I want an NGO to come online and teach our people how to recall a senator of their constituency from the House of Assembly if he is not performing his function to the constituency. This will make them do the needful when they know that we have the power of recalling. Thank you very much, WģŠᴜnsAᴘᴘ, for your message. Still more messages on our WhatsApp platform. We have, good morning, Mainland FM crew. The insecurity problem in Nigeria will be difficult to solve if the list of sponsors of terrorism are not brought to book. I expect DSS to start picking them one after the other for serious interrogation. Okay, I read this on Facebook already. Thank you very much. We have here, I greet you, Sage and Fuad. I thank you particularly, Fuad, for your unbiased views on happenings in our country. Let me start by condemning the killings of military personnel in Bomadi. It's crude, wicked, and odious to every civilized norm. But then the military should follow the acceptable rules of engagement in resolving this imbroglio. They should allow journalists to cover the activities there. People may start to think they have things to hide, state. Oga Fuad, let me submit here that the system that produced Akpabio, our Senate president, is faulty. Akpabio, as our number 3 man, should be more circumspect and rational with issues of national discourse. I still recall Senate president like the late Okadigbo, Ken Nnamani, and what have we done wrong to have this now? The earlier the man is removed from office, the better for our polity. Peter Abdul Liman. Okay, thank you for your message. We have, good morning, guys. Thank you for your good job. Please, the military should stop the demolition of innocent people's home in Delta State. They should go after the militant group that killed the officers. The military authorities' attention should be drawn to the way OP Mesa collect money from bikes and keke in Lagos. I think I also read this on Facebook as well. Thank you very much for your message. Please, I would advise that you do not replicate the messages across different platforms. If you're sending to Facebook, send to Facebook. If it's WhatsApp, send to WhatsApp, okay? So that we don't you don't cover other people who are trying to contribute as well. But thank you so very much. We appreciate your desire to contribute. We have, good morning, mainland crew. This push of salary increase for the judiciary by President Tinubu, it has ulterior motives. This is the same way the judiciary were captured in the past. There is no case against Mayor from 𝐴, thank you very much. I appreciate you for your message, but I'm sorry I cannot read the concluding part of the message that you just sent. Let me take one more message and go back to the phones. Please, I apologize. Bear with me. The NLC, I believe, must have taken out. Also, I cannot read this message, but thank you very much for your message, Ralph from Satellite Town. I'm going back to the phone lines now. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, please. Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm fine, Pastor Ambrose.
For another day.
Yes.
To be honest with you, this president is what that I've ever heard in terms of ability and capacity, honestly. Today is free day, Abby.
Yes, it's open mic Thursday.
I heard Nnamdi Kanu on radio this morning, another radio station, and I see the guy has gone to detention. And I don't know how he was talking of the southeast and the south-south. And you know the southeast and south-south, they never have any affiliation together. For example, WİKE will tell you it's not from the south. And if you look at that name, WİKE and WİKE, so for him to say he will bring peace to the southeast and the south-south, it's a full order. I think he has been wrong. And I want to appeal to the federal government. They should release that man. He has suffered so much in detention that he's beginning to, the way he's even talking, I feel sorry for him, to be honest. I think we have released the 𝐴 and all of that. They should release that man. I'm appealing to the federal government. They should release him so that there can be, the man can go and get it. And I hope that he will change. Because I will be honest with you, this agitation I support. But his method and his speech, I don't like it. The same thing, even with 𝐶𝑜, I used to like him, but the way 𝐶𝑜 talk, I don't like it. You don't need to be violent to achieve whatever you want to do. So that's my take this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Ambrose. Thank you for calling. Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, sir. Can you please turn down the volume on your radio, please? Thank you.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, sir.
Yes, Prince from Ojo, Lagos.
All right, welcome, Mr. Prince.
My comment this morning is just very simple. You know, sometimes certain practice just look like bizarre. And is it to him something very strange? I'm shocked to my bones and marrows that certain elders from the north are asking federal government to negotiate with bandits or terrorists so that they kidnap children and others will be released. What does this mean for goodness sake, if I may ask? And they are still going about Nigerian streets without being arrested. The Nigerian police told us that nobody should pay on from terrorists for the primary purpose of the strongly believer. So hear me well. The issue of banditry, terrorism, political will end the saga. Thank you.
Your name, please, where you're calling from. Can you turn down the volume on your radio? There's a feedback.
Because your president increasing the salary of the justice that him to rig election 2024. I don't know, I'm not surprised.
The president doing what? Has never been a priority to the government in this country. I don't see that changing anytime soon. And as for Cardoso and his team, I will start commending them when the dollar hits 500 naira. Owen from Lagos. All right, thank you very much, Owen. James Ogbona says, Sage agrees on WhatsApp already. Please let's stop replicating messages, okay? Please and thank you. Basil Chika says, with this show of shame by NLC, that the poor Nigerian workers' hope are now being dashed by this member. The names of the 400 is just an aberration. The government should do more to name all of them and go further to put them behind bars where they belong. Chika Bende from Trade Fair. Ebilade Ambo on Facebook says, Naira gaining strength against the US dollar is a good development, but I hope the Naira continues to gain more strength as the president respects in Delta killing. Indeed, a man may have two sides to his life, but we must not point out one important thing in the Delta killing. It is the fact that the news is coming from the army alone. We must also hear from the people of the affected communities. Let there be eyewitnesses among them. Okay, I think you're trying to use a proverb there, but I don't know what proverb that is. We have another message here, Sam Lee, who says, greetings to you, Miss Sage and Mr. Fuad. Regarding the issue of the recent abduction that happened in northern Nigeria, no one is talking about it like it was last week because we have another pressing issue at hand. Is this how we will continue to live in the country? Good morning, Sam. Thank you very much. Sam, I understand you. These issues are important issues. We talk about it across all of our shows, but different things are happening, and we cannot necessarily ignore one conversation for the other. We're trying to do all of this simultaneously, but thank you very much, Sam, for your message. Let's keep the messages coming in. We're streaming live on Facebook, Mainland 98.3 FM, or facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM. This is Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Sage Babalola. It's Open Mic Thursday. You can reach out to us via the phone line 0913 6000 410 or via text message or WhatsApp 0913 6000 430. We're streaming live on Facebook, Mainland 98.3 FM. We're also on YouTube. Good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sage. How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir.
This is Fred from Lekki.
All right, welcome.
Yes. Mine is more of a question. I need some calls for the incessant killings or insecurity in the farmland. For the reason for the insecurity, we're not allowing people ultimately. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mostly, there's also these are interconnected. It's a Hydra-headed problem, but all land, and there's also the issue of amongst other things. But if you're dissatisfied with that answer, hello. Morning to you.
Calling from Augustine.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Let them bring them out and everything will not stop. So they should bring them out.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay, first of all, what happened to the list? The terrorists. You know what audacity will someone have? And I am one of the best. Do you want fools? Because it was in this country.
Newspaper and other relevant news outlets, operators, and the plans. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list of together. As a matter of fact, we have other shows coming up. I'm pretty sure that throughout the course of the day, we're going to have someone who's going to speak about this list comprehensively. There's also a member of a terrorist group, Ansaro Muslimina fi Bismas, who are not burdens and financiers is in